don't see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking.
gonna make.
Brass, hum, sing, bring us up, sing. One more time, trumpets, just like a couple of us. Come again, trumpets. Sing. Bring yourselves in again. Just sing.
There was an ant and it was
All right, it is 5:56. Be ready for pump. We are going to try it very close on time. I'm watching for Mr. McDowell to do this, okay? You can keep your stands low for right now so they don't blow over. Make sure you got your tape ready or your binder clips ready. As soon as we get a cue, we'll go ahead and raise those stands up, okay?
Hands up. Bearded. Well, she's in the crowd. I need her up here. I need her up here. She's in the. All right, good evening. I am Brian Peterson, principal of Round Lake High School. It is a tremendous honor for me to welcome you as we celebrate the 2026 Round Lake High School graduation. At this time, I ask that you please rise, if you are able to, for the Round Lake High School fight song. Standing as Round Lake High School student Christine Bearden will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can all be seated. Please join me in welcoming the Round Lake Area School District 116 Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Don Mendoza, who will be providing our welcoming remarks.
Good evening. Welcome families, friends, and staff members, Board of Education members, community partners, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026 from Round Lake Senior High School. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate one of the most meaningful milestones in the lives of our students and their families. Graduates, tonight is about celebrating your journey. Each of you arrived here with different experiences, different challenges, and different dreams. Yet tonight, you stand together as one class, a class that has demonstrated resilience, determination, and growth. Over the years, you have learned lessons both inside and outside of the classroom. You've experienced successes that made you proud and obstacles that tested your strength. Through it all, you continued moving forward, and that is something worth celebrating. As superintendent, I have the privilege of witnessing the incredible talent, heart, and potential that exists within our schools. I have seen students excel academically, lead through service, perform on stages, compete on athletic fields, support one another through difficult moments, and represent this community with Panther pride. The class of 2026 has left a lasting impact on Round Lake High School, and you should be proud of the legacy that you leave behind. Tonight, I want to encourage you to carry with you an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is more than simply saying thank you. It is a mindset. It is recognizing the people, opportunities, and experiences that helped shape your life. Be grateful for the parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, teachers, counselors, coaches, support staff, and friends who encouraged you, who challenged you, and who also believed in you, even during moments when you may not have fully believed in yourself. An attitude of gratitude also means appreciating the small moments that often become the memories you cherish most. Conversations in the hallways, late night studying, performances, competitions, celebrations, and friendships that will stay with you long after this evening. These moments help shape not only your high school experience, but the person you are becoming. As you move into the next chapter of your life, whether that is college, the military, trade school, the workforce, or another path, remember that success is not measured only by titles, awards, or accomplishments. True success is also measured by how you treat others, how you respond to adversity, and whether you use your gifts to positively impact the people around you. The world needs individuals who lead with character, compassion, humility, and gratitude. There will be moments in life when things do not go according to the plan you've established. During those times, gratitude can help keep you grounded. It reminds us of what we have overcome, and the people who stand beside us. Gratitude has the power to strengthen relationships, build resilience, and inspire hope. Graduates, never underestimate the impact you can have on others. Your voice matters. Your actions matter. Your future matters. Continue to dream big, work hard, remain curious, believe in your ability to make a difference. And wherever life takes you, know that you will always be part of the Round Lake Area School District 116 community. On behalf of the Board of Education and our entire school community, congratulations to the Round Lake High School senior class of 2026. We are incredibly proud of you. We are excited for your future. Yep, bring it. And we cannot wait to see all that you accomplish. Thank you, congratulations, and enjoy this very well-deserved celebration. Congratulations.
Good evening, families, staff, board and education, and most importantly, the graduating seniors. It is an honor to stand before you tonight as the principal of Round Lake High School, and is a privilege I do not take lightly. But tonight feels a little different for me, for this class is different to me. Class of 2026, we began as freshmen together. We started this journey together. None of us fully knew what the next 4 years would bring. We had plans, expectations, and goals. But as we quickly learned, the path was not going to be easy. The last 4 years have tested you. There were moments when things felt uncertain, moments when it would have been easy to lose focus, to lower expectations, or to settle. But that's not what you did. You pushed forward, and that matters. Success is not defined by perfect conditions. It is defined by how you respond when times are difficult. You showed perseverance when things got tough. You showed respect for one another, even when it wasn't easy. You acted with integrity when no one was watching. You stayed disciplined in your work and goals, and above all, you gave effort. Those are not just words we talk at Round Lake High School. Those are the values that define who we are. And tonight, you have proven that you didn't just hear those values, you lived them. I've had the opportunity to watch you grow over the last 4 years, not just as students, but as individuals. I've seen you on the field, on the stage, in the classroom, in the hallways, and in the community. I've seen you lead, support one another, and represent this school with pride. That's what I'll remember about this class. Not everything was perfect, but you kept going anyways. Along the way, there were credible successes. academic growth, athletic achievements, performances that brought people together, moments of leadership that made this building stronger, and countless individual stories of resilience that may never make headlines but matter just as much. Each one of you has your own story. Tonight, the night is the end of that story. It's the new beginning of a new venture. As you leave Round Lake High School, I want you to take something with you. Not just your diploma, but the mindset you built here. There will be more challenges ahead. That is guaranteed. But now you know something important. You can manage challenges. You've already proven it. So when things get difficult, and they will, remember who you are. Remember the effort you gave. Remember the discipline you built. Remember the integrity you showed. Remember the respect you gave others. And remember the perseverance that got here tonight. This is your foundation, your values. Before I close, I want you to know I'm extremely proud of you. Not just for graduating, but how you got here. Thank you for allowing me to grow alongside each of you. It has meant more to me than you will ever know. Class of 2026, your future is in front of you. Go after it with confidence. Go after it with purpose. And most importantly, go after it with pride. And never forget, once a Panther, always a Panther. Congratulations, graduates. It is now my pleasure to turn the microphone over to Riley Domanowski. Riley embodies the spirit of Panther Pride. Riley has taken full advantage of her high school experience as she has demonstrated the characteristics of great leadership in both the classroom and extracurricular activities. Please welcome Riley to the podium.
Good evening, Round Lake High School staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. My name is Riley Domanowski, and I would like to start by applauding all of my classmates that stand before me today. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. Tonight is a special night for all of us here. As we gather in the stadium, I'm reminded that we did not reach this moment alone. We share it with the countless people who stood by us, supported us, and never stopped believing in us. Thank you to my teachers and coaches who always believed in me, and to my friends who have walked alongside me and have always made sure I had a smile on my face. Above all, I want to thank my biggest supporters, Mom and Dad. Thank you for never doubting what I could achieve and for giving me the courage to keep going. To my brother, thank you for being someone I could always turn to for help and look up to. And Grandma, thank you for celebrating my successes and comforting me through my struggles. Through every moment, high and low, you guys were my community, always standing firmly behind me and never doubting me. Now I encourage all of you to think about your own community and all of the people who have helped you get to where you are today. Looking back at my 4 years of high school, while there were many challenges, there were many more moments that I will forever cherish. Most importantly, throughout my time at RLHS, I have built memories that will last a lifetime. I have formed meaningful friendships and have grown into someone with stronger self-discipline, leadership, and balance. Now I'm sure no one here can say they've had a perfect 4 years of high school, unless somehow you loved every test, every early morning, and every unexpected due date. And if you did, please let us in on your secret. I know I haven't been perfect. I've procrastinated, definitely more than I should have. I've made mistakes, and I've learned that growth does not come easily. From this point on, we will head off all in different directions. Some of us are headed off to college, while others are staying close to home. Some are entering the workforce of the trades, and some are headed into the military. We have all been given the opportunity to build our own futures. This opportunity allows us to face challenges, solve problems, and make decisions for ourselves. And that is what makes each of us unique. Each of you will face your own challenges, find your own ways to overcome them, and achieve your own goals. But despite our differences, I want to focus on one thing that unites us all: change. We have all experienced change in some way. We have seen changes in our friend groups and the way we look from freshman year to now, which is exactly why I had my mom take down my freshman yearbook picture at home. We've seen changes in the clubs and sports we've participated in and the classes we've taken. These redirections are what allowed us to grow into new people and experience new opportunities. I think we can all agree that starting a new chapter can feel uncomfortable. Change is not easy, and sometimes our first instinct is to look the other way. Oftentimes, when we do experience change, we try to avoid it or pretend it's not even happening. But here's the truth about change. It's what helps us grow into the person we're so deeply I cannot do this. To grow into better versions of ourselves. We can't avoid it, and we certainly can't wait to ask it just a moment longer. If I had to guess, everyone in this stadium has changed in one way or another, and that's not a bad thing. As the widely used phrase states, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Growth happens when we're willing to face change. If you take one thing away from my speech tonight, I ask that you remember this. Change will come, and it will make us uncomfortable, but it is in those moments of discomfort that I encourage you to take the opportunity to learn, flourish, and grow. It is through change that we can grow into stronger and better versions of ourselves. Class of 2026, we have made it through high school. We have made it through numerous challenges where you felt overwhelmed, stressed, and uncomfortable. But discomfort does not mean that you're failing. It means that you're growing. These are the moments that made us the strong, creative, and accomplished individuals we are today. Now, as you sit here today, you should feel proud. You're not just receiving your diploma, and you're not just moving your tassel on your cap. Instead, you are celebrating all of your achievements from the last 4 years of high school. No matter what you may have gone through or how many obstacles you have faced, your strength and determination is what pushed you to the finish line. I want you to remember, class of 2026, that we're not just graduates, but we're a community. We've been united through change, and we've been there to support each other. Each of you will achieve many accomplishments in your lives, and I'm proud to say that today marks one of your greatest successes. So as you walk out tonight and move into the next chapter of your life, I encourage you to keep pushing forward, keep growing, and keep flourishing into the person you so deeply dream of becoming. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley, for the inspiring words. At this time, I want to direct your attention to our choir led by Mr. Bobby Olson as they perform Slipping Through My Fingers.
sit down for a while. The feeling that I'm losing her forever, and without really entering her world. I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute. The feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing. She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sleep in her eyes, her and me, at the breakfast table, barely awake. I let precious time go by. And when she's gone, there's that old melancholy feeling and a sense of guilt I can't deny. What happened to those wonderful adventures? The places I had planned for us to go. Some of it we did, but most we didn't. And why, I just don't know. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute. The feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing. She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time slipping through my fingers. I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing. Slipping through my fingers all the time. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile.
Please welcome our next guest to the podium, Round Lake High School senior, Erica Flores.
Good evening, everyone, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. On behalf of Class of 2026, I want to thank each and every one of you for celebrating this milestone with us. I would like to give a special thank you to my parents and my siblings for being my biggest motivators and pushing me to become the person I am today. Quiero dar un agradecimiento muy especial a mis padres, a mi hermano, a mi hermana, por ser mis mayores motivadores y por ayudarme a convertirme en la persona que soy hoy. If I'm being honest, this moment feels surreal. For so long, graduation was something we talked about as if it were a lifetime away, something for future us to worry about. And now we are the future. Look around. Look at where you are today. Feel the grass from under your feet. Feel the breeze caress your skin. Feel the weight lift off of your shoulders. We should feel proud of where we are today. It's strange to think about how it all began. Freshman year felt like entering an entirely different world, A bunch of nervous and unsure 14-year-olds trying to find our place and navigate a largely unfamiliar place. Navigate crowded hallways and cramped classrooms, and now those same hallways and classrooms feel like a well-worn path. Somewhere along the way, things changed. Not all at once and not in an obvious way, but little by little, we grew. We became stronger, independent, and adaptive. We had to learn how to handle pressure, how to face challenges, and how to keep moving forward even when things didn't go as planned. We had to learn how to overcome hardship, even if we were too young to fully comprehend them. Of course, not every memory was perfect. There were stressful exams, tense moments, and days when the world was collapsing in on you. There were times we procrastinated way longer than we should have, times we doubted ourselves, and times we just wanted everything to slow down. However, even through all the dark days, there were moments that made it all worth it. Moments of laughter, conversations that meant more than we realized at the time, and friendships that made even the hardest days manageable. All those small, ordinary things that didn't seem important then, but looking back, how we wish we could relive those moments one last time. That's the thing about a journey. It may not have been perfect, but it was necessary. It made us stronger, wiser, and shaped us into the person that we are today. Maybe that's why it's difficult to say goodbye, because we're not just leaving a school, we're leaving a chapter of our lives that shaped us in ways that we're still discovering. We're leaving behind routines, familiar faces, and a version of ourselves that only existed here. But at the same time, we're stepping into a future we have control over, a future where we step into adulthood and allow the past generation to rest. We are no longer the children who once wished to make change. We are the young adults who are now capable of making our own change and making the changes we wish to see. As we enter the next chapter of our lives, let's take a moment to appreciate the time we still have left together. We won't all take the same paths. Some of us will go to college, others into careers, the military, or a different walk of life entirely. There will be no clear roadmap for what comes next. And while the uncertainty may be intimidating, there is something we can be sure of. We've made it this far, haven't we? We've faced challenges, adapted, grown stronger because of it. So whatever comes next, you are more prepared than you think you are. Don't let the fear be the reason you hold yourself back. Instead, let this uncertainty as your outlet to explore and grow. As you move forward, let's hold on to the things that matter most, the friendships, the lessons, the memories, and most of all, one another. Today, let's celebrate not just the fact that we're graduating, but everything that got us here. Every struggle, every success, and every moment in between. We didn't just make it through the school system, we grew through it. And that's something no one can ever take away from us. This isn't the end. Your journey is just beginning. The beginning of something beautiful and full of wonder. A fresh start full of opportunity, and not a continuation of the last. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. It is now my privilege to welcome Ms. Annette Negretti McGinley to address our graduates. Ms. Negretti McGinley serves as the Round Lake Board of Education Secretary, has been a member of the school board since 2005, and like many of us here today, also graduated from Round Lake High School. Ms. Negretti McGinley is committed to making Round Lake area schools a district which we can be proud of. It is my privilege and honor to have her here to address the class of 2026. Please welcome Ms. Negretti McGinley.
Good evening. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to be speaking here today at my high school alma mater. First, I want to congratulate each of you on your high school graduation. Congratulations as well to the parents, guardians, families, friends, teachers, and mentors who helped support you along the way. Almost 40 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are today. As I reflect when I was a senior here at Round Lake, I remember looking at my friends and all my fellow classmates wonder where life will take me. What will be my journey, and what should I do? I had more questions than answers as I sat there waiting to receive my diploma. At the time, the world felt big, uncertain, and honestly a little scary. I can only imagine how you feel entering the world today, where social media and access is at your fingertips. As you too sit patiently waiting to receive your diploma, you may be asking yourself the same questions I had all those years ago. What will I do, or who am I supposed to be after high school graduation, as so much of your day-to-day has been here at the high school. Therefore, I do understand when you exit this stadium with your diploma cover in tow, these questions will echo loudly as you exit the stadium, no longer a high school student, but now as a Panther alumni. As I continue to reflect upon my senior year, I would like to share a specific experience from my time here that taught me to overcome adversity and the importance to giving back to your community and laid the foundation for who I am today. During my senior year, Lake County at the time was hit with the most devastating flood in its history. The area was then declared by then President Ronald Reagan as a national disaster. The greater Round Lake area was estimated to have had $40 million worth of damage. The football stadium we are in today was underwater. Homecoming would have to be delayed, and as a senior, to have homecoming or any activities taken away or delayed seemed devastating. Something I know this graduating class is familiar with. However, the delay or possible cancellation of activities was not on the minds of everyone here at RLHS. Instead of celebrating homecoming, students, staff, and community members came together to fill sandbags, help neighbors, support families affected by the flood. I didn't quite know it then, but Round Lake taught me well beyond the classroom of math problems, history lessons, and science. Round Lake laid the foundation for me to accept life's challenges, learn to pivot, have faith, believe in myself, and to have pride. Post-graduation, I learned my path wouldn't be the same as my friends, as I took a gap semester before starting college. And yes, this caused concern for my parents, and now as a parent myself, I understand that concern, but back then, I was just trying to figure out who I wanted to become or what path was right for me. Something that seemed insurmountable as a high school senior. I was just 18 and honestly only thinking about the last carefree summer I will have with all my friends before college, jobs, or wherever life would take us would soon start. I would learn and accept that my journey would be different. It would be unique to me, as it should be. I also learned that I don't have to have it all figured out, and that holds true today. Additionally, I don't only speak as an alumnus myself. I also have a son who graduated in 2017, a daughter who graduated in 2018. Despite the difference in years from when I graduated to when my children would graduate, I would learn they too, upon their graduation, had the same fears and questions as I did as a high school senior all those years ago. Well, they both decided to attend a four-year university right after high school, following their dreams of continuing marching band and softball respectively. My kids too would soon learn their journey would be different from each other and from their friends. They too would learn Round Lake taught them well beyond the classroom and helped lay the foundation to accept life's challenges, navigate the choices and decisions made for oneself, learn to pivot, have faith, believe in yourself, and have pride. Today, I am proud to say I am the parent of a teacher who is still pursuing higher education as he is earning his master's degree in STEM education. And my daughter is pursuing her doctorate degree at UIC College of Medicine. I share not only my experience from when I was a student here, but also my children's experiences in the hopes you see, despite the difference in age or generations, from when I was here and my children graduated, that you see we all have the same fears and questions as we exit the stadium. Life is a journey, and Round Lake has prepared you and laid the foundation for you to make the journey your own. There is no expiration date on your journey. Life happens, and sometimes you are forced to pivot even when you do not want to. In those moments, accept the challenges before you, find the good even in the worst situations. Learn not just to survive uncertainty, but to thrive despite of it. As you may have guessed by now, my family and I are proud to say Round Lake shaped who we are today. The echoes of pride, and more specifically, Panther pride, have always resonated throughout these halls and across this community. I know I was not as grateful as I am today, and I believe that to be true for my children too. This community taught us lessons far beyond the classroom, including the importance of giving back and serving others. That is something that I'm honored to do today in my role on the Board of Education. The gratitude my family has for teachers, faculty, and this community is sincere and heartfelt. Therefore, I encourage you, no matter where your journey takes you, to come back and visit. Share your journey, catch up with a teacher or coach, and of course, volunteer, even if only for a little while. I promise you that the connections you made with your teachers, coaches, and faculty members are genuine. They truly care about you and your future. They want to hear from you. And as my children and I have learned, they will continue to be there for you long after you graduate. The support, encouragement, and guidance you found here do not end today. That is something I learned many years ago, and something my children have now experienced for themselves as well. I stand before you today as a proud Panther alumnus, and as you cross the stage and become graduates of Round Lake High School, I proudly welcome you into the Panther alumni family, one that my children, along with many members of my family, have proudly been a part of for many years. I wholeheartedly wish you all the best on your journey and encourage you to make it your own. Know that the challenges you will face during your years here at Round Lake have helped shape you and prepared you to overcome. Remember that Panther pride runs deep, and once a Panther, always a Panther. Congratulations, class of 2026. I truly wish you the best in the future, and as always, go Panthers.
Before we move on, I want to point something out. Miss Negretti McGinley, her and I did not coordinate the endings of our speeches there. This place is extremely special to us, and it means a lot to hear that, not just for myself, but a member of our community as well. And I want you guys to remember that. Round Lake is truly a special place. Has changed me as an individual and shaped me to the individual I am today. And as you guys walk out of this stadium tonight, remember those words. Once a Panther, always a Panther. All right, so at this time, I'm going to ask that the junior marshals move to the outside of the front rows and the members of the Board of Education take their positions near the diplomas as we begin the presentation of the class of 2026. Dr. Mendoza, Round Lake Board of Education, Round Lake High School staff, and families, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the 2025-2026 school year. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education. Students, this is the moment you and your families have been waiting for. Would the graduates please come forward to accept their diplomas?
Gabriela Adelaida Acevedo.
Denise Acosta.
Kevin Aguilar.
Aaron Aguilar.
Emily Aguilar Cortez.
Annette Ruby Alcantar.
Citlali Jacqueline Alejandre.
Enrique Alejandre.
Christopher Alvarado Medina.
Camila Alfaro.
Leovigilda Álvarez.
Daisy Alvarado Medina.
Joel Álvarez.
Emily Alvarez.
Grisel Álvarez Márquez.
Edwin Alvarez.
Jeslyn Ambriz.
Ariana Anís Amador.
Oscar Anguiano.
Ángel Ambriz.
Melanie Antonio.
Emily Antonio.
Andy Aranda.
Annette Aparicio Espana.
Alexander Argüelles Cervantes.
Jimena Arias.
Joel Ricardo Arismendi.
Sebastián Josué Armenta.
Noemí Lexi Arriaga.
Manuel Ábalos Jr.
Dayami Arteaga.
Shirlene Carelli Baena.
Delilah Atilano.
Christopher Valderas García.
Evelyn Avalos.
Christian Andrés Banuelos.
Eric Bond.
Daniel Arroyo.
David Fernando Vaquera Aguilar.
Alejandro Bajarras.
Itzani Adrina Bercenas.
Tehran Luis Barnes.
Andrés Barradas.
Irvin Barrera Sotelo.
Aldo Barrientos.
Abraham Basurto.
Christine Grace Bearden.
Dominique Benjamin.
Aaron Beltrán.
Javian Dante Betancourt Arquero.
Isaac Bruno.
Giovanni Bolanos.
Justice Ari Bills.
Thomas James Bowie V.
Amari Zakaya Buckley.
Christina Marie Bryant.
Ana Isabel Cabral Hasso.
Ariana Isabel Cabral.
Michael James Caldwell.
Paola Elizabeth Caceras.
César Pedro Camacho.
Jesús David Calzada Uribe.
Hannah Carlton.
Daniel Campa Hernández.
Janet Carrillo.
Ángel Antonio Carranza.
Jessica Janina Casco Fuentes.
Ángel Calixto Carrillo.
Alexandra Castillo.
Emma Castro.
Juanita Centeno Torres.
Jacqueline Casares Alvarado.
Adrian Thomas Harkowitz.
Tristan Lamar Chargois.
Jose Manuel Chavez.
Emilio Chavarria.
Evelyn Paulina Chavez Martinez.
Pablo Chavez Herrera.
Ty James Cipoletti.
Devin Jaciel Chulo.
Mario Enriquez Colón.
Raymond Joseph Comparan.
Alexandra Contreras Romero.
Eric Sebastian Copaxtalu.
Manuel Cordova.
Kimberly Chelsea Cordova.
Rosbeth Cornejo.
Monica Corona.
Stephanie Coronado.
Leslie Margarita Coronado.
Kelly Anna Marie Corsini.
Jocelyn Cortez Mancilla.
Alex Crisantos.
Katie Yolanda Cruz.
Juliana Cruz.
Alexandra Sheshkowitz.
Diego Dávila Castellanos.
Sergio Dávila.
Oscar Deita Pérez.
Elizabeth Dávila Navarro.
Javier Delgado.
Elena Saraí de la Rosa.
Santiago Díaz.
David de Jesús.
Riley Morgan Domanowski.
Megan De Prima.
Isamar Durán.
Melanie Darlene Dominguez.
Edgar Escribano Vargas.
Kanaya Soleil Eatman.
Yeseni Espinosa Pérez.
Mark Giovanni Escareno.
JD Guadalupe Estrada.
Jocelyn Estrada.
Valerie Fernandez.
Troy Lujan Evans.
Jalen Tyler Fitzpatrick.
Erwin Feregrino.
Erica Flores.
Dulce Domínguez Victoria.
Sergio Flores.
Aaron Flores.
Alondra Flores Amaya.
César Flores.
Montserrat Flores.
Daniel Flores.
Juan José Flores Román.
Christopher Flores.
Andrew Elias Francisco.
Juliana Flores.
Nicole Gabriel.
Lino Alfredo Flores Garcia.
Ellison Gaines.
Tyree Jackson Foster.
Armani Gamboa.
Crystal Franklin.
Dariel Galvan.
Ricky Gallegos.
Janelle Garcia.
Guadalupe Galvan.
Jacqueline Garcia.
Angelise Gamboa.
Angel Garcia.
Kaylee Judith Garcia.
Isaí Garcia.
Jonathan Garcia.
Lisbeth Garcia Acevedo.
Andrés Garcia.
Isabela Garcia Hernández.
Ashley Garcia.
Emily Gil.
Daisy Cassandra Garcia.
Leilani Glover.
Alondra Garcia Arreola.
Ángel Gabriel Gómez.
América Ciclali Garza Pérez.
Gonzalo David Gómez.
Christopher Gil.
Sofía Gómez Murillo.
Maricruz Gómez.
Javier González.
Ashley Gabriela Gómez.
Oscar Gabriel González.
Kimberly González.
Valeria González.
Jimena González Carrillo.
Diego Uriel Guadarrama.
Anthony Sacramento Grifaldo.
Deontay Derek Griggs.
Brandon Guadalupe.
Denise Gutierrez.
Marari Gutierrez.
Iván Guzmán.
Julisa Yahaira Guzmán.
Abigail Guzmán.
Devin Haw.
Alfonso Hernández.
Kaylin Rose Henry.
Nevaeh Hampton.
Adamari Hernández.
Betsaida Hernández.
Cesar Alejandro Hernández.
Estrella Hernández Córdoba.
Cesar Hernández Valadez.
Elizabeth Hernández.
Isabela Huerta.
Ricardo Hernández González.
Rafael Alejandro Huerta.
Cindy Herrera.
Natalia Geraldina Iraeta Cruz.
Guadalupe Herrera.
Hector Gael Jaimes.
Allison Brandy Hidrogo Ontiveros.
Leslie Jimenez Chavez.
Kaylee Nicole Hopenrath.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Jocelyn Huerta.
Itzel Juarez.
Camila Joana Jimenez.
Diana Juarez.
Janaya Kenesi Jordan.
Montana Camps.
Lucas Khan.
Riley Conquiao.
Isabella Jackson.
Mariah Kirkendile.
Madeline Kaufman.
Brian Leal.
Anthony Kazupa.
Enrique Leon Jr.
Jacob Kronsaga.
Daisy Lopez.
Glacia Ann Maria Kirkendall.
Armando Lopez Jr.
Jacob Lee.
Brandon Lopez Alfaro.
Eric David Lopez.
Jamir Lorenzo Moreno.
Julian Lopez.
Adrian Lynch.
Jocelyn Lopez.
Brandy Michelle Macias.
Maria Lopez Bernal.
Yulisa Gabriela Maldonado.
Olivia Lyon.
Mateo Fernando Marín.
Angelica McNamara.
Jonathan Martinez.
Chastity Maldonado.
Ruben Martinez.
Jamaya Tiana Manuel.
Jesus Martinez.
Daniel Raimundo Marquez.
Joanna Ciclali Martinez.
Joshua Martinez.
Giselle Martinez.
Maximiliano Martinez.
Karen Martinez Petriz.
Giovanni Martinez.
David McNeil.
Evelyn Martinez.
Jonah Medina.
Lucinio Martinez Sequeira.
Alejandro Méndez González.
Sanaya Massey.
Julián Daniel Mendoza.
JD Alejandra Medina.
Carmen Mendoza Oros.
Jesus Menchaca.
Frank Stefan Milky.
Vanessa Mendoza.
Angélica Millán Martínez.
Said Mercado Durán.
Edwin Millán Ocampo.
Jocelyn Millán Nava.
Juliet Mondragón Mejía.
Adriana Natalia Miranda.
Justin Hurtado Montero.
Miguel Ángel Miranda Rendón.
Edgar Montes de Oca Jr.
Elizabeth Montes.
Safay Denise Moore.
Gustavo Ángel Montes de Oca.
Bryant Morales.
Promise Narshay Moore.
Joyceth Morales.
Judith Morales.
José Morales.
Emily Morales.
Amira Morched.
Anthony Santos Morales Rodríguez.
Justin Javier Najarro.
Jahim Isaac Morgan.
Erilyn Neal.
Armando Nava Argumedo.
Ángel Yandel Ninapaita.
Yaretsi Navarrete.
Abigail O'Laughlin.
Isabel Grace Nicholson.
Justin Ocampo.
Charlene Michelle Ocampo.
Joshua Ocaña Rodriguez.
Edwin Alexis Ocampo.
Aaron Ochoa.
Carlos Javier Ochoa.
Gabriela Oropesa.
Ernesto Orozco Elizarraz.
Brittany Inés Ortega.
Benjamín Ortega Hernández.
Graviel Ortega Montoya.
Adriana Ortiz Aca.
Marina Ortiz Gallegos.
Jessica Ortiz Aca.
Haiti Ortiz Martínez.
Alexander Olvera.
Omar Palacios.
Adrián Alexander Paredes Lara.
Akim Paredes.
David Perea.
Abraham Patino.
Bethany Perez.
Jocelyn Pérez.
Dylan Reeser.
Andrea Pérez.
Kendra Ayari Perez.
Aisani Annalise Pérez.
Jasmine Padilla.
Julisa Portilla.
Jocelyn Perez.
Ryan Perther.
Candice Michelle Perry.
Julian Quiñones.
Bianca Joana Pintor.
Manuel Ramírez.
Karen Pulido García.
Nubia Ramírez Salvidar.
Alina Quiñones.
Maya Reed.
Landon Ramírez.
Brianna Reyes Díaz.
Cassandra Ramírez Romero.
Kayla Reyes Quevedo.
Angie Ramírez Tobón.
Alan Rios.
Jaden Reese.
Kevin Rocha.
Marcus Reese.
Danny Rodríguez.
Joana Reyes Lizardo.
Ciclali Rodríguez.
Damián Robles.
Jacqueline Rodríguez.
Michaela Rocco.
Ricardo Rodríguez.
Neftali Rodríguez.
Kevin Rodríguez.
April Rodríguez.
Edwin Rodríguez Casillas.
Kevin Rodríguez.
Alondra Romero.
Joana Rodríguez.
Jimena Guadalupe Romero.
Diana Rojo.
Leslie Reese.
Destiny Rollins.
Daniel Russ.
Samantha Itzel Romero.
Karen Lisbeth Salazar.
Celeste Ruiz.
Michael Salgado.
Stephanie Salazar.
Bernabe Samaron.
Nayeli Salgado.
Daniela San Román.
Gerardo Sánchez.
Julisa Santos.
David Santamaria Martínez.
Kenneth Secundino.
Marcela Santiago Emerson.
Carla Simón Morales.
Caitlin Shuett.
Angelina Solano.
Nerkis Gael Sena.
Roberto Carlos Tapia.
Tavian Eugene Sims.
Edward Tapia Sánchez.
Kaylee Soronsky.
Jaden Taylor.
Juan Soria Guzman.
Tahani Royal Taylor.
Jenny Soto Aranda.
Peyton Tekmansky.
Alexis Suarez.
Ashley Yoslin Valdovinos Llanes.
Andrea Tapia.
Josephine Elizabeth Tilford.
Sierra Trinity Taylor.
Emily Elizabeth Torres.
Kaylee Tejeda Hernandez.
Brian Torres Duarte.
Giovanna Itzel Tinajero.
Daniel Tobar.
Axel Rey Torres.
Kari Trujillo.
Jay Tobar.
Isaiah Urbina.
Caleb Trujillo.
Alessandro Toribio Valadez.
Ronisha Denise Turner.
Alexa Vega.
Juan Diego Urostegui.
Alberto Ángel Valencia.
Ash Kelly Valderrama.
Emily Vargas.
Cristian Victoria.
Kevin Vargas.
Jason Wells.
Ricardo Vázquez Galván.
Diego Valdivia.
Marely Vázquez Barbosa.
Giovanni Valencia.
Sofía Nilani Velasco.
David Vargas.
Javier Ventura.
Cristina Vargas.
Jonathan Vergara.
Saúl Vargas.
Benito Noah Villa.
Isabel Vázquez.
Stephanie Villagrana.
Adán Vega.
Layla Danae Walker.
Isaac Vega.
Alondra Villalobos Rivera.
Lucero Villaldama Tino.
Tatum Ava West.
Ethan James Walden.
Joshua Williams.
Akira Urier White.
Addison May Wolf.
Zoe Amaya Wilson.
Ray Elizabeth Wright.
Benjamin Tanner Woodruff. Brianna Brooks. Sorry for all the names I'm.
Let's have one round of applause for all our graduates. All right. Itzel Juarez, can you please introduce our graduates?
Family, friends, and Round Lake High School staff. It is my honor to introduce to you the Round Lake Senior High School class of 2026. Congratulations, guys. We did it.
Before we begin the recessional, I ask that our guests in the crowds please remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the stadium before joining together at the tennis courts. All shuttle buses will be picking up at the same location you were dropped off earlier. Graduates, please file out of the stadium in an orderly fashion. At this time, class of 2026, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Dr. Mendoza and members of the board, I ask that you please exit the stage and lead the newest class of Round Lake High School students in the recession. Congratulations to the newest class of Round Lake High School. You have made the community very proud. Let the recessional begin.
Stands go back on the rack. You need to either take the stand rack. Please take turn essence. You have small entrance. Please pass on additional to someone else and help with the pressure. Pressure taken differently. So Mr. Roberts starts to take a differently. Other folks